Anyway, we got to the double main event. It's about darn time. And the first match of that was Damien Priest against Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. And he made the entrance, and you've got the Saudi Arabians singing Cody's song about being a proud American show-stealing fellow.
Is that what that song says?
Well, I don't. He's going to steal the show, and he's going to do this and do that, but he's the American Nightmare.
But I don't even think the song says anything about he's an American show stealer.
I'm a proud American. I'm going to go and steal the show.
I was like when Jim Duggan would get the Canadian fans to chant USA.
Hey, actually, when the Midnight Express, this was the first time that Crockett went up to Winnipeg, and the Bushwhackers, the sheep herders, were still in Crockett before they'd gone and become the Bushwhackers, Butch and Luke. And we wrestled them and we were the baby faces in that equation, and wrestled them in Winnipeg and got the crowd to chant Canada, Canada, and they were covering their ears and yelling and everything. Anyway, it was funnier if you were there.
And then look at how Canada repaid you. They kicked you out of the country.
They repaid me in scorn. So Damien Priest jump-started this match with Cody Rhodes. We were now 2 hours and 45 minutes into the show. And this one, I thought, again, was the most exciting in-ring match of the night, just standing on its own. LA Knight and Roman Reigns drew the money. John Cena's match got the best point across. I thought Priest and Cody, and Paul and Ray was very good, but Priest and Cody was the best, just in-ring exciting match. Cody's over. He's the best babyface right now. LA Knight is nipping at him, but at the same time, I think there's room because Cody is like the classic babyface and LA Knight is like the Attitude Era babyface. And those can coexist. They're not doing each other's shtick, right?
They can be friends.
They can be friends, too. And then you can easily tell them apart. But anyway, Cody sold the bad ankle from the attack by the Judgment Day. And they kept it moving. They didn't do ridiculous amounts of fighting on the furniture. There's one point they were out there on the desk for a while and they weren't counted out. That was a little much, but they keep the fucking action going. Cody made a little false comeback at one point and then got stopped and then got some more heat on him and then he made a bigger comeback. It was a good match up and down through. And then finally, Cody hit the crossroads. And both of them were selling, and here came Finn jogging down and drawing the referee so that JD Funko could come in. But Cody nailed him. Priest got a choke slam and got a 2 count. And then Finn called Dominic out, and he came out bringing a chair, but Jey Uso came out and stopped him and stopped JD McDonough and Finn and chased them all out. And at that point, that's the only thing that I really... It's become a thing now. Used to, in wrestling, when everybody ran down, the interference came, you're pretty much going home. Your clock was ticking. Everybody's interfering. The people are yelling as loud as they're going to yell. You're going to do your finish. You're going to get out of there. And then to cross people up with what they expected was going to happen, they started doing the deal where, okay, every once in a while somebody will run down, do something, but get chased off, and the match will go on. And if they've done a really good job of having a match and they've done that interference bit, when the people see that it's going to continue, they'll kick it into a higher level of reaction. And it's another gear. And it works in some cases. But then it became a thing where now they think they got to do that all the time. And so what happened was a bunch of people ran out. There was a flurry of activity. And then all those people get chased away. And then the match is still going on. And it's going to go another 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. That's where, to me, they start losing the people that they had. right? But they did more back and forth. And then finally, out of whatever, Cody just hit 3 crossroads in a row. 1, 2, 3. They had him going. It was back and forth. And yes, but it's awful hard to goddamn follow multiple people running down and multiple people fighting on the floor, and then they all just disappear and nobody tries to do anything else, and you go another 3 minutes and then just beat somebody with your finish. See what I'm saying to you?
Yeah. It's actually more like a WWE of, 10 years ago or something. I think Cody, in terms of top babyface, he is still, and he is in danger of losing it if he doesn't do something else. They got to get him to do something other than the Judgment Day for a while.
He's gotten a little sidetracked with those folks, and I know they don't want to, you can't burn out the thing with Roman, but that's going to have to be addressed at some point. And I guess it may be when we find out whether or not, Roman or Rock's going to come back and wrestle Roman. So basically, best in-ring match so far, the modern finish for me took a point off.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. And I guess they're doing Damien Priest and Sami Zayn now. And Cody's got to do something other than the Judgment Day, like I said before. And it can't be Bloodline right away. I don't know what it is in between. Unless CM Punk comes back, but we'll see what happens.
Well, Survivor Series is right around the corner.
Randy Orton.
And I was talking about Punk in Chicago, but Orton would work. At least they've got options.